Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Experience Spooky Edition. Yesterday was Halloween, and we're ready to rock.
Yeah. This is the Halloween special. If you guys are familiar with like The Simpsons and different cartoons, like when they have their cool little Halloween special, we decided to switch it up. Except for the fact I'm not really wearing a costume. This is just my normal. It's my normal.
Just the normal daily attire.
It's my daily attire. I am Bagman. I mean Batman.
Oh, Batman. Yeah.
I mean Batman. I mean Bagman. Oh gosh.
Also, for the people, if you want to see what the 1328 experience was for Halloween, go make sure to pop over to the Instagram.
Yeah. Please drop a like.
You'll love it. If you don't know who the people are that we were for Halloween, that makes tough.
It was a wiggly time, to say the least. A wiggly time. Okay, well, we're going to get this started.
Starting it off?
Yeah. I could either start with the basic Halloween-themed question or the more interesting one that I was presented in the shower. I think I'm going to go with the basic one first.
You were presented in the
shower?
shower?
Oh, that sounded so bad. No, I was
Who
not.
presented it to you in the shower?
No. I was not presented anything in the shower. No. Not in our shower. That'd be a little weird. But okay, that's not the conversation.
Someone else's shower.
No. I'm saying, I say our shower because TMI, but our shower is not that clean, and it is also shared betwixt the four of us, and I don't know. I feel like that would be a little much. But yeah. Okay, but that's not the conversation at hand. The first topic for tonight is if you were in a horror movie, or if you had a horror movie, but you were the main antagonist, actually, because you'd be like the main villain. What kind of villain would you be? What kind of what would be your weapon of choice? What's your backstory? Like, what's the quirks to your your villainy and mastery?
I like this.
No, yes.
Backstory? I don't know. People have some pretty fucked up backstories.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be too dark, but just get creative with it.
What do I want my backstory to be? I'm not quite sure the backstory, but I know, my thing, I think it'd be cool to just, on the outside, just be kind of just normal whatever, but mentally be able to just fuck people up and just fuck with them.
Very similar to, what's the one that Zac Efron acted as? It was a Netflix special.
Oh. He was Zac Efron was an antagonist?
Yeah. Wasn't he?
Right.
It was a Netflix special, but he was acting as it was about a serial killer. I don't remember which one it was.
Oh, Ted Bundy.
Ted Bundy, right?
Ted Bundy. It was called Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil, and Vile.
Oh my God! Does the production manager have a
Oh my God!
Oh my God, he does.
Hello, people, by the way.
Oh my God, he does. But yeah, it was a Ted Bundy one. But I could.
But not like. Oh. His wasn't even powers in a way. That's the thing.
It doesn't have to be powers. This could be. It's just.
Oh, I kind of want some real powers.
Yeah.
Something.
So what are your powers?
I don't know.
I could low-key see you as
be able to. Yeah, I don't know.
I could see you as low-key. Did you see the new Invisible Man? No,
fuck
you didn't.
no.
Of course you didn't.
Fuck no, I didn't watch that scary ass movie.
And honestly,
no.
Blanked out.
Hell no, I'm not watching that.
To the people at home, Caleb Vander, and I don't fault him for this because I don't really like horror movies either. But the man will not watch anything at all remotely scary. Which I'll
watch maybe a little bit, but if it's whole thing is just it's a scary movie, I find no joy or interest.
I don't fault you for it. I don't really like horror movies either. But I did watch that because I thought it was interesting, and I like. It's kind of. It did
seem interesting out of all the previews I watched for the first 3 seconds, and I turned away once I realized what it was.
No, it was actually quite good, honestly. It was good. I don't think it was very scary. I thought it was very interesting, honestly. Oh. It was a little thriller, but it was a psychological thriller. In which case, the plot was actually interesting and had some nice build to it.
I'll check it out.
So what's your superpower looking like? Sorry, I kind of interrupted.
What kind of mental superpower am I vibing with?
I mean, it could be one of those things where you
being able to just persuade people.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I like that. Yeah. Being able to just persuade people, and then make them do whatever they want or whatever you want type of thing, and think whatever you want them to think. Yeah. I think that'd be pretty dope.
Yeah, that's a power on Umbrella Academy, which is this Netflix show that I do suggest.
Yeah. But the backstory thing, I feel like me coming up with a backstory right now, most of these backstories are so dark. What am I thinking about? like getting assaulted as a kid. Like,
Oh, well,
I feel like a lot of those
yeah.
people get some pretty fucked. Maybe I'm just thinking down the wrong alley. I don't know what's going on.
Okay. All right.
Well, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Personally, I'm thinking mine would be. Well, I'm gonna frame this by saying that I've always been a person that loves villains and things because I feel like if you really think about it, like I love comics and like all that nerd kind of stuff, like DC, obviously, 'cause Batman. But if you always think about it, the villain, Batman. I mean Batman. But the villains and things are always the more like complex and like multi-layered characters. Like if you really think about it, because like you have like Superman, which Superman's cool and interesting, but then like when you think about his like foes, it's always like a much more interesting story, and they always have much more layers to them. So I've always been more intrigued by the villains because it's like, okay, you already know what Superman's about, like you know what his bag is,
Oh, yeah.
but like you never know, like you don't know what these guys are.
Yeah, there's a lot more depth to these people.
Yeah.
It's like no one wants to just be bad, but some have it though. Something's going on.
It's not always them.
Yeah.
It's not, you're usually a product of your environment.
Yeah. Everyone would be the same person if they had those experiences.
Facts. Facts are facts. So, I say that just to frame about where I'm going with this, but I think quite often about villains and whatnot. But I'm thinking my background would be I was an orphan. I was my parents were probably, one was probably a serial killer. The other was probably a just like a genius scientist girl. I think the mom was probably more educated than the dad because, I mean.
So you're kind of born into that, the serial killer.
Yeah,
like,
I was born into
villain. You're born into the
high IQ.
You didn't change the game with the family. You
Not
just
necessarily.
went along with the,
No, not necessarily.
Gotcha.
But so I was born, and upon my birth, both of them died in a tragic accident. So orphaned my whole life.
Yeah.
Born family to family. No one really understood me. We can say I killed a couple of my foster parents, because why not? But they were bad people. They probably deserved it. They were bad people. We'll preference it with that.
Alright.
But, so, I've thought through this.
Yeah.
But, so then, my superpower, I'd say, is like, just manipulation. One of my favorite villains is the Riddler, and I really like his whole thing is just like fucking with people, and just like putting jokes into things, and like it all being a puzzle and a mind game, and that would more than likely be like what my MO is.
Gotcha.
And I'd probably like, it'd probably be almost Saw similar, but I'd probably do it a little bit more like, there'd probably be more quirky humor in there. Like, almost like that episode of Rick and Morty. When Rick does the whole Saw thing, and Morty's like, fuck Rick! Like,
Oh,
this
yeah,
happened
yeah.
so many times! And then, well, at the beginning they're like, this is almost like Saw similar, like, what twisted motherfucker? And it's like Rick on the screen, like, drunk, and he's like, what's up, motherfuckers? You gotta figure this shit out. That's like kind of my alley, probably.
That's you. That's you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very interesting question.
Yeah. Must be nice to have some time to think about the question beforehand, huh?
Oh, it is fair. But then, it goes for both ways. You come with questions that I don't know. You come with questions about.
I know. I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying.
Fucking
The whole
global warming
storyline. My
and
fucking
shit.
storyline was just.
Well, no, to be fair,
I don't know. Fuck
dude,
me.
I kid you not. If you would have asked me that, I would have had the exact same answer. Like,
Oh yeah.
I'm not kidding.
Yeah, no, I believe you.
I think about this stuff quite often.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You had other Halloween questions, or
I mean, I do. But if you
like
to
the basic
hop
ones,
on
like what were we gonna knock out? Like favorite movie.
So-
okay, like we could go like
Yeah,
movie,
let's go favorite
candy, and what was your favorite costume as a kid?
That's literally probably what I had written down. I had favorite candy, your best. Well, actually, I had a little different. Favorite Halloween movie, favorite candy, and then I was gonna say, your maybe best costumes you saw this weekend, and then the most cliche costumes you saw this weekend.
Oh yeah, best costumes we saw this weekend.
Yeah.
Okay, so
would you like to
like
start with that, or
oh, which one are we starting on?
start with favorite candy?
Favorite candy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking Butterfingers.
Butterfingers.
Butterfingers. Wait. Maybe I'm tripping. Hold on. Maybe I just put that out.
Oh, while he's looking at a production manager, what is your favorite?
When I was I was like Butterfingers as a kid.
Definitely a Reese's
The fact
Pieces
that I
kind of
don't
guy.
know this.
Or like a Reese's cup.
No, oh, trust me, same.
But like if we're talking on like ice cream, like Butterfingers
Yeah,
actually.
Butterfingers. Okay, that's what I don't know why I kind of just want to make sure I had it.
No,
That's-
fair.
that's
So
fair.
it's like the
But
yellow
Butterfingers,
one?
the yellow one. Yeah.
Yellow
Butterfingers
one?
as a kid. Oh my gosh.
Fair.
Given peanut butter is probably top 2 favorite food.
Fair. Was that your favorite? Like if you were you looking for that in the bag? Like was that?
Oh yeah, I'm searching. I'm they're holding the bag out, letting us pick, I'm willing to stick my head in and leave around, let them hold it for a little bit to find out.
What was your normal bag for Halloween?
Oh, just a pillowcase.
Oh, were you a pillowcase kind of guy?
Big pillowcase guy. Big pillowcase family.
Oh, okay.
Big pillowcase family.
We were always plastic pumpkin family.
Oh, okay.
Like I always had a plastic.
That is a divide, huh? I didn't even think about
Yeah,
that.
that's what I'm saying. When you said it, I was like, oh
specific
wow.
divide,
Yeah, that's really weird.
Yeah.
I wonder how many people.
Pillowcase.
Comment. if
We
you
need
were
a poll. What
yeah.
kind of bad guy were you? Bad
Yeah, what
person
kind of
were you?
Halloween bag were you?
Not guy. Didn't mean to.
Yeah,
divide.
Halloween person.
Yeah.
What are you? Like, were you a plastic something, or were you?
Were you just like a grocery bag type of person? I've seen those. Like,
Definitely grocery bag.
don't really like those that
Little
much.
tote.
I don't.
There's a lot of
Little
options.
tote bag. Yeah, a whole lot of options.
I was always plastic. I even particularly probably had one. It was I'm pretty sure it was a black pumpkin with orange eyes. That was always my go.
That was the thing.
Mm-hmm. Had it right in the closet.
You had the little reverse pumpkin.
Yeah,
Usually
we'll reverse it.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. All pumpkin lives matter.
What was your go-to
Ooh,
candy?
All black pumpkin lives matter. Oh, what? No, that sounds weird. I don't know. This
I don't know. What was your favorite candy?
So the kid, like, so my apologies if I fuck my glasses a little bit. They're a little foggy. I don't really know how. But my favorite candy for sure so it's a toss up between Reese's Pieces. Love those.
Okay,
Like
okay.
absolutely love those. And then the other things that I was definitely looking for in the bag or in my pumpkin was anything like Jolly Rancher. Love like Jolly Ranchers. I'm
Yeah.
obsessed
I was thinking
with.
something a little soury.
Yeah. So yeah, I love sour stuff.
Mhm.
Jolly Ranchers.
God.
What?
Damn it, production manager!
Oh.
Turn off the phone.
That's his pack. He just got
Didn't know
lost.
the sound.
He just got
We
lost.
missed.
Who texted you?
Shannon O'Malley, shout out.
Shout out.
Shout out for
I was supposed to give a couple.
throwing the lob.
Uh,
She threw the lob.
Oh, she's throwing the lob.
Shout out Kaylin. Shout out Abby.
Shout out Kayla and Abby.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, good people.
Knock those out. People.
But yeah, as I was saying before, I was really introduced before by our production manager, who we may or may not have missed. I love Jolly Ranchers. I also love these weren't often given out in bags or anything, but sour punch straws or like
Yes.
those were
Yeah.
fire. God, those were
Mhm.
so good.
Do you know? This is off topic, but you know those polls on Twitter where it's like, oh, it just shows like a map of the country. It's like every state's favorite, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And it has all these things. Who the hell is answering these polls?
They're just
Because these fucking
completely made
things
up.
are off. Like
just
I was
completely
seeing
made up.
some of those random candies for
Yeah.
states that I know the people are better people than
They-
those candies.
Better
Like those, maybe some of the states, yeah, your candy suck. People that, but some of these, yeah.
Yes,
Who's
you're
answering
right,
these
Spider
polls?
candy.
Like, how are they getting? Are they just saying, "Oh, we're just throwing this candy there," and then like people are believing, like, "Oh yeah, that's probably."
They're definitely
fake."
just like judging. Like
Yeah.
it's definitely one of those things where they're probably like, oh, this state, like, nah. They're probably
They're these type of people.
yeah, just like judging them based on their own biased
like
opinions.
boring ass people.
Yeah, like that's just like so messed up. But
But yeah, okay, that was just
yeah. But yeah, I was definitely a big Reese's and whatnot.
Alright.
I'm not a big caramel fan, so that's why I
Okay.
guess I said caramel. I don't know if that's weird, but I said caramel.
Caramel.
I don't know.
I've
But
been a caramel person.
yeah, probably. I feel like I'm the outlier in that, but I'm not a caramel guy.
Are you
so
an
like,
aunt or aunt? Like your aunt or your aunt? Aunt.
Yeah, I'm
I
an
just say
aunt.
aunt too. I'm just boring.
Are you an aunt?
I just say aunt.
Yeah, I'm an aunt guy. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Aunt?
Are you an aunt or aunt guy? Production manager.
It depends on the aunt. Like, depending on
Well,
her
I think
name.
you just answered it.
Oh.
Because he just said.
That's
Well, I have like
interesting.
an Aunt Mary, but then I have an Aunt Sandy.
Oh, okay. So
Ooh.
yeah.
That's kind of interesting.
Differentiate.
Yeah, that's weird. I didn't know if that was a thing. Maybe that's a thing.
The aunt, aunt.
Yeah, maybe that's a thing.
Yeah.
Just purely based on.
Did you? Oh, sorry.
No, I wasn't saying anything.
I was just. Were you a Milk Duds fan? Or are you?
Milk Duds.
Those I like them, but man, the stickiness, like they get stuck to your teeth and whatnot, that would kind of throw me off. I think
Is that
in
caramel?
mind, it's not caramel, I don't
Okay.
think, but that's what got into my mind when you said caramel because like will stick. to
Dude,
your
I feel like I feel like as you get older, obviously, and this is like obvious that like your candy consumption just goes so much lower. I mean, not for everyone probably, just for me particularly. I feel like my
Yeah.
candy consumption. Like I don't find myself often purchasing candy,
Yeah,
but
candy,
that's also kind of a lie though, because for my first 2 years of college, shout out my roommate, Nathan Stoffel, can attest to this. For my first 2 years of college, I always had a bag of Jolly Ranchers, like, in my room.
Just yeah.
At all times. I didn't even eat them that often necessarily.
Just
but
had them, just in case. Yeah.
Just in case, you know. They're almost like a gum replacement sometimes. Like if you want your breath to like not necessarily smell like what you're eating, and then like you just
throw a drop in there. Yeah. I think the only candies I really honestly eat are the ones that my mom sends me in the little care packages.
Shout out Elizabeth.
Those are like the Trader Joe's special. Like she loves Trader Joe's like funky candies.
Yes.
So I think those are like the only ones that I ever really dabble in. But
shout out Elizabeth, my soulmate.
oh yeah, we love you.
We love you. The pod loves you.
Are you maybe official mom of the 1320
Oh,
podcast?
I mean, duh.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah.
Love you.
What a gal. Talk to her about movies. Gosh, I thought we were soulmates.
We gotta have her on.
Oh,
we gotta have her on.
She might need a feature on an episode.
She'll get a
She's gonna. Oh, the smile on her face right now is probably just.
She'll get a feature.
Like,
Oh my goodness.
God, I can only imagine. All right.
What do you costume? Favorite costume as a kid?
Yeah, favorite costume. So honestly, I was a lot of things. I'm trying to think. I mean,
were you a buy costume or like make it at home type costume? I know you're a buy costume.
Yeah.
Oh, you're.
I
don't know why I asked that.
I was like, come on. If you know me, you knew that answer.
Yeah.
But you were definitely a make.
I was like definitely.
Elizabeth definitely was whipping them up.
But like we would piece together purchased item, or like it would be like obviously purchased.
Yeah.
But like there was a couple costumes where it was you buy it.
Yeah.
But
so answer first, because I'm trying to. I'm briefly scrolling through my camera roll to see if anything speaks to me, because I'm almost positive I have some old pictures in here. But you go first.
I'd say my all-time favorite was one time I don't know what grade it was, but I was Santa Claus.
Ooh.
And the Santa costume was banging.
Ooh, was it?
And I was rocking it, and
I'd say
that was probably the best one, honestly, for me.
That's such a vibe. I say that's even more such a vibe, but just because, I mean, Christmas is my favorite holiday.
Exactly, like, it's like Christmas, but a Halloween.
Yeah.
Oh, what a time. Should have some reindeer, though. I didn't have any reindeer.
Ooh, nice.
Too much. Maybe a little excessive when I'm roaming the streets of Willow Glen.
Exactly.
Just running with my boys.
That's very true. I just found a picture of what I believe is freshman year me as a nerd.
You were a nerd?
Yeah.
Did you have the
Oh, I was a big suspender guy.
Suspender, yeah.
Yeah,
I was gonna say overalls, but I was like, that's not.
No. I rock suspenders even if it wasn't like for a costume. I was a big suspender guy. There it is right there. Pink suspenders. I mean, because that's just me. You can't really see my face in that picture.
I love that.
The braces you can definitely still see.
Yeah.
The belt with suspenders, kind of stupid, because I mean that's the point of suspenders. But I mean, that's me.
Kind of defeats the purpose.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll roll with it.
We'll roll with it.
Production manager, favorite costume as a kid.
I was actually just looking it up. Not like kid per se, but mine was freshman year too. I was.
Oh, there it is.
I was Flash.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
And it's like the Speedo.
The Speedo.
Ladies
Flash.
and gentlemen, he still owns that Speedo.
I do.
Yeah.
Shows it to the ladies sometimes. No, he doesn't. I'm kidding.
Only on special occasions.
Ooh,
special occasion.
I love that. Yeah. Hopefully one of you lucky ladies are blessed with that.
So hopefully you can bring it out soon.
Honestly. Excuse my cough.
COVID.
Okay, don't make that joke.
Bad joke.
But, no, yeah, probably another classic costume of mine. I was a soldier one year for sure.
Soldier.
Yeah, I don't really know what inspired that, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what probably inspired that? John Cena probably inspired that.
Oh, sure.
But,
Big wrestling
honestly,
guy.
Huge wrestling guy. I'm trying to think of those. One time I was like a skeleton Western kind of guy. It was kind of cool. I really liked that costume, honestly. It was a bit much, though.
Yeah. Ooh, in like second grade, I was a boxer.
Ooh.
And I had like the high top cons on, some a homemade belt, a robe we bought from like Kohl's or something, like a big red robe, like you come out of that thing, painted black eye.
That's very fun.
Big actual boxing gloves, so that was a highlight.
I like it. Yeah. A highlight of my Christmas as a kid. Halloween as a kid. Sorry, Christmas is just so deep in my brain, living rent free because it's the best holiday ever. But a highlight of my Halloween as a kid. Production manager.
Christmas is a very religious holiday.
All right. All right. Do you think? Okay, no.
It's just integrated in.
No. Production manager is just trying. Production manager is trying to get around.
He wants a hot take. He wants a hot take.
He wants a hot take.
He wants a hot take.
He wants me to
We
start.
gotta be careful with hot takes right now.
No.
Collegiate athletes.
We'll speak after the podcast. Alright. We'll speak off hot mic. There's a hot
Threw
mic.
me off guard for a second.
Hot mic. Can't do it. Can't do it to you.
We can't do it right now.
But
Maybe in a year.
as I was saying, I highlighted my Halloween experiences as a child. Was we used to have like these fairs like around the Halloween time, and they were so much fun. Like I don't know why they were just such an extravagant thing for Halloween, but it was like a very, very good time. Because like I'm pretty sure that whole school day, or like like that whole school day basically was just dedicated to the fair. So like you didn't have to do anything. It was just all fun.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Fun times. Also, fun memory in that. I remember one of those fairs. This might have been like 3rd grade. I remember we maybe it was like towards the beginning of the day or maybe towards the end. But we went back in the room, like your whole class goes in the room, and they were like, all right, let's watch a little movie. Like we're not gonna do any learning or anything. Like, and everyone was like, woo, yeah.
Oh my god.
And then they're like, all right, what movie you want to watch? And I remember this to this day. They were like, High School Musical, and I was like. And everyone's like, yeah. I was like, no, not High School Musical. No. No, but like genuinely though. Everyone was like,
play Goodfellas. I want to watch some of
Yes. I would like to watch Mafia people shoot people. No,
the kids
genuinely.
are like crying. They turn it on.
No, but I hated it. I hate High School Musical.
I've never seen High School Musical, I'll be honest.
Good, honestly.
Never seen it.
I've unfortunately seen too much of it. But I literally was so dramatic and so me that I went to the tissue box, grabbed tissues, and put it in my ears and put my head down.
Oh
I'm not kidding. I am literally not kidding.
I couldn't even. I wish I could just follow you around for a day as a kid, just hovering above you, just like seeing what you're doing and seeing what you're thinking and saying to yourself. Oh my goodness.
Gosh.
That'd be great.
Yeah. Moving on to favorite Halloween movies.
Yeah. Movie. I think we kind of maybe have a consensus on this. I know we talked briefly, but Monster House.
Oh,
come on.
A film of a cartoon.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the only Halloween movie that I'd vibe with. So that's my favorite. Because all the other ones are just too spooky for me.
A little too spooky.
A little too spooky.
In terms of that,
for nightmares.
In terms of that, I did prepare a brief list because I was thinking just in my free time. But the Monster House is probably one, if not just top. This isn't really a movie, but I mean it was a movie, but I'm not really referencing the movie when I say this. The Goosebumps. I know you didn't watch this.
Yeah. I didn't watch them.
I know you did because those are kind of
there
were some that were pretty scary.
Heck no,
Low-key. There were some that really got you ooh, give you little juices. You're like, oh gosh.
Oh, they gave you goosebumps. Wow.
Well, no, I'm telling you, I loved those. I was a big Goosebumps fan. When it came to Halloween season and the Goosebumps episodes would come on that might have been Cartoon Network, maybe, but it was one of the channels. Yeah, and they would show the random little episodes. I fucking loved those. I'm not even a big reader either, but I did read some of those Goosebumps little books too. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I kind of avoided those.
No, understandably, yes. Yeah, I love those honestly. But once again, not a huge horror guy. I don't really like horror, but I find that kind of stuff interesting in the niche of science fiction and weird storytelling. I find those interesting.
Yeah, very. No, I think the storyline is pretty dope.
Yeah,
I skimmed them.
Yeah.
Literally, the last scary movie I haven't watched many scary movies whatsoever in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Just even before this one, but I watched one in high school because my friends was kind of forced to go to the movie theater and watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Last one, definitely I watched. It wasn't even that scary. Other people were like, oh, it's not even that scary of a movie, but it was something about a Ouija board. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, Ouija.
Ouija board.
Was it called Ouija?
It probably was.
I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah, I think that was the only one I've seen.
Yeah. Have you seen that one?
That scary.
I actually really like that movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I watched
it.
it. I was
horror movie film.
Nope,
so.
not. Yeah, this is why I don't watch these. That's movie.
Understand. I didn't watch that. I've seen I don't know which. I've seen one of the popular series. Either fucking what's it called? What are the two big horror movie franchises?
Paranormal Activity.
No, not that one. It's I feel like it might be in the same realm of the Annabelle. What's that? Annabelle's off of.
It's not
Oh.
It's within the Annabelle catalog of. It's in that same universe.
I mean, is it Annabelle?
No, I've actually seen Annabelle, but that's not the one I'm referencing. Like the main storyline of that. Isn't that because there's a film that Annabelle is like that bridges off of. I'm almost positive. I mean, I'm not super into like horror movies, but I'm almost positive there's a main like plot, and then throughout they reference like Annabelle at some point, and then Annabelle got her own movie. But I mean, I could be off.
I'll look.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, he's searching, but
yeah.
it's not that important. But I mean, yeah, another horror movie that I did watch.
Conjuring.
Yeah, Conjuring. Pretty sure I've seen at least one or two of those. Not bad. I mean, the plot's decent. I see personally, I don't like them because not necessarily that I'm scared. I just don't like them because I don't think all of them have very developed plots.
Oh, okay.
Like I think some of them just lack like.
Not a whole lot of depth.
Yeah, exactly.
Very repetitive.
Also
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
They know they're gonna get people to watch it because of the name.
Yeah.
They just throw something out there.
It's also like okay, like if you're just making a movie just to scare me and be like.
See, it's dumb.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
like, I don't really care. Like if you're trying to like really like get me thinking and then throw a couple little surprises in there, then I'm like, all right,
Gotcha. Yeah.
yeah, I can vibe with that.
Yeah.
But a thriller that I personally thoroughly enjoyed. That wasn't really a horror movie; it was a thriller. Like it was very much so like a weird, quirky movie. It's called Creep on Netflix.
Creep.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah.
I haven't heard of it.
Actually, pretty good. It's like shot from like a first-person perspective for the most part, and it's about like this like serial killer guy. Like there's two of them. They're all Netflix. It was definitely like a pretty low-budget film, but actually like pretty good.
Okay.
Watched
Maybe.
it. It was pretty solid.
Maybe I probably won't check it out.
You won't check that out, but I just thought the people should know.
People should know.
Be watching that.
One thing I want to speak on for Halloween, and something I appreciate about Halloween, is that when you're younger, everything's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
A holiday, holy crap, off of school, whatever, you get to do fun stuff, everything's awesome. As you get older, sometimes some holidays aren't as exciting. Like build up for them, like build up for Christmas, it's like not as great as like waking up Christmas morning. Like, when you're a kid, there's nothing better. When you get older, it's like, man. But Halloween, it's, some may say in some instances is more fun when you're older. Maybe not more fun.
No,
in a different way.
sorry.
But
No,
it keeps
completely
it keeps the same energy.
I think that's a completely fair thing, but for me personally, I would have to also say that Christmas has kept the same energy.
Really?
For me
So waking up Christmas morning, like, see,
I love it.
I'm not waking up Christmas morning now at like 5 a.m., 4:30, running to my parents' room,
No, fair.
jumping on their
Fair,
bed,
fair.
and saying, "Holy shit, let's go
Fair.
open some presents."
But I still do wake up a little earlier than I probably would. Like, just because I just love Christmas. That I anticipate a little bit.
For sure.
Like, other than my normal, like, 10 or 11 sleep-in time, I definitely am waking up at, like, 9:30. And, like, okay.
What a difference.
I'm telling you, though. Hey, if you guys know me, I sleep in.
No. You definitely you appreciate it for different reasons. Now I get to you actually get to see family during that time. So when you're a kid, you're like always hanging out. So
yeah, I don't even
different
see that
levels
much
for
family
sure.
though, honestly. Like for me, Christmas is like it's more so just the vibes. I love all the vibes.
Yeah.
And my dad
For sure.
cooks like a particular dish that I just absolutely love. And
What is this dish?
It's called gumbo.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Are you familiar?
I am familiar.
Okay, cool.
Papa
I
Smith.
have to ask. Like,
Yeah,
not
yeah,
everyone's
yeah.
familiar.
Yeah,
But
Papa Smith.
yeah. He whips up some gumbo. It is fucking amazing.
Maybe we could talk into whipping some up here sometime.
Honestly, he
That'd
would.
be
If
amazing.
you asked him, he honestly would.
Maybe in this upcoming season.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'd be
he
awesome.
honestly probably would.
I'll give him a call.
You should, honestly. You just mentioned on this. He listens to every episode, so.
Yes, thank you, Pop Smith. We love you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
So
we'll get you the intro soon. Yep. We will have an intro.
intro coming soon with intro music. Yep, sneak peek.
Yeah, sneak peek. Oh
Yeah.
wait, maybe get
Love
excited. You heard it first. Okay.
But it's just the whole vibe of Christmas. Just it'll never change for me. It'll never
Love
change. A little Christmas NBA. Oh gosh, that's such a vibe. I know Micah can't relate to that, but a little NBA Christmas.
I do like the NBA jerseys on Christmas.
See, they don't even do that anymore.
They don't.
They fucking change it up. They change it up ever so often, but they haven't done that in the past couple of years. Yeah, I loved those though.
Yeah,
those were also one of my favorite things. It's like seeing like those like.
I think like the Cavaliers Christmas jerseys a couple years back were like ones that stick out in my mind.
What are they?
Well, I'll show you.
What's it out to you?
He's looking at them.
I just like them.
Were they?
What about?
They weren't the sleeved ones, were they? Okay, good. because the sleeve, I was not a fan of the fucking sleeve.
Is that the sleeve ones where LeBron would rip them so he just had like
Yes.
flabby, he just had
Yeah.
flabby, like
The
look
sleeved
the
era,
grossest
oh my
looking
God,
jersey
the
you could
sleeved era was not
imagine.
the vibe. The sleeved era was also, I'm pretty sure, under the Diaz regime of NBA jerseys, but I just was not a fan. I don't think anyone was a fan, to be honest.
Obviously LeBron was.
Yeah, clearly the king.
Just would grab it, rip, just
not
looked terrible.
Not the vibe.
I feel like you could have figured something better out, but one day we're thinking of
Oh, those were
Pretty
nice.
simple. It's just like a
But
color
those are a vibe.
change.
Yeah.
They're because all of them were like a cream with like the nice little like, oh, those are sick.
Yeah.
I definitely agree. That was also like, I get flashbacks from that game being, I'm pretty sure they played the Warriors that Christmas game.
It was the Bulls
They played the Bulls that Christmas.
in this jersey, but
Oh,
I
okay.
think.
Maybe I'm wrong. I thought it was one of the
or
Warriors.
no, maybe not, because like they have a bunch of these designs.
Just given the
That's the only
history
one
of the
I
two
thought.
teams, Warriors is a fantastic guess for that game. Yeah.
You're saying
Warriors,
you assume
Cavs.
that they won?
it was the Warriors.
Yeah.
It was the Warriors. Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
saying Warriors Cavs. They're gonna put that game on Christmas.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
No, yeah,
like
they always put
yeah.
good for Christmas. Yeah, excited for that. It's also interesting. This is a huge tangent, but they're supposed to start the NBA season on Christmas this year, so that'll be interesting. But
You hear what J.R. Smith said about that? He was like,
say,
maybe it wasn't J.R. Smith. It was someone that said it. It was like,
I think I read
there's
something.
not, the guys are just gonna say no.
yeah, exactly.
We're
I
not-
think
we're
I
not
read something
going.
somewhere, which is
Yeah.
crazy. Which I completely understand. It's
Yeah.
been only fucking
Couple
2 months
Yeah.
for like the Lakers.
They're like, all right,
Yeah.
let's go, run
you
it
think,
back.
You think the
Yeah.
Kings about to play in a 2-month window?
No shot.
Absolutely no shot.
He's
Not-
built different though.
Not my king. Not my goat.
He's built different.
He's built different. High key. So he's the goat.
Very high key.
Be honest. Imagine. Okay. Moving forward and back to the Halloween topic. So what were the best costumes you saw this week? Best and worst.
I
Best
mean,
and worst
honestly,
this
I have to shout out us for our costumes.
Oh,
the
100%.
Wiggles. Thank you, Micah. Homemade T-shirts.
year. Imagine.
You did a great job.
Yeah.
So,
Production manager.
Shout out to you.
Production manager.
Put together our shirts.
Imagine clipping your Wiggles logo to a shirt. Oh, imagine.
And then being called the best Wiggles.
Imagine.
Wait, what?
So
What is this?
You can tell the story, but
So, we were presented with another group of young gentlemen that, with all due respect, tried to do the Wiggles just like
Here?
we did. No. Oh, well, I mean, they might go here, but I mean, no shade or
I think
anything.
it was they're in Rapids because
Well, no, they were in Rapid. I'm saying they might go here.
oh yeah,
They may or may not go here, but they had also done the Wiggles, and we were compared, and I just
they did have
laughed
pretty
at
cool turtlenecks.
this. Yeah, the turtlenecks were a vibe.
But the turtlenecks, that's not even what
That's
they
not
were.
necessarily
The
what they did.
logo was just like clipped on with like
Like push
with like
pins.
push pins.
Oh.
It wasn't a real shirt.
not
So
us.
like
Couldn't be us.
So with all due
Ours
respect,
were
once
ironed
again,
on.
yeah, exactly. Ours were ironed on like actual shirts, and they will last.
Look fantastic.
Fantastic. But I will say that they did have some coordination on their glasses, which as a glasses connoisseur like myself, I do respect.
So they all have matching glasses.
They all had like the colors that matched theirs, which was kind of cool.
Oh,
and
that's
they're all the same too,
Yeah,
like glasses,
so cool.
Yeah.
but they had just different
I'll
colors.
give
Different
it
colors.
That's
That's
respect.
pretty cool.
Yeah, that's respect. But hey, I still think diversity, just overall quality. Yeah, I think we went out on that one. But hey, it happens.
Yeah.
We'll let the people decide. That's not for us to decide. We're the people. We're the people's podcast.
We're the People's
But-
Podcast. Just go and decide. See for yourself.
Facts.
So
So what-
I haven't even seen these people's.
It's okay. We'll show you after.
No worries.
But what other costumes did you particularly
Costumes, that stand out to me.
That's
You're always
the-
gonna see the basic ones. Like, okay, if we want to go basic ones, like, oh, you're a kitty cat, you're a devil, you're an angel,
Mhm.
so creative. Yeah, awesome.
Thanks.
Good job. At least you're in a costume, I guess.
That's true.
People that
You
you
could
out there, if you're going out, not that we went out or anything, but that had costumes. Yeah, it didn't have costumes.
Yeah. If you weren't in the spirits, then that's just like a little disappointing. Because like I mean, you're never too old to just
No.
throw a little something on.
No.
Yeah. So what? But there's no other like very ones particular that you really saw.
There was what was
Just on Instagram, maybe anyway.
Sorry if that's very annoying. For the mic, sorry for that whistle.
Just like ear fucking.
just like assaulted.
Just heard.
Dang, what were some good ones? I'm like blanking out on the good ones. I don't know. Which ones did you see? Go.
So I already know what you're gonna say.
Which one were you gonna say?
I'm reading my production manager's mind.
Which one are you gonna say?
Oh, I'll say it right now. A particular costume that I thoroughly enjoyed was a young lady that we're friends with dressed up as Harley Quinn.
Oh yeah, the Harley Quinn one. Yeah,
Big fan. She even had the little tattoo.
She had the tats.
Shout out Harley.
Yeah,
Shout out Harley.
honestly,
Yeah,
big
that's
times.
good.
Big ups. Yeah, big fan, honestly. I mean, I'm biased as well because I love the Joker, but great costume on the gal. Yeah.
Oh, there was one of my boys here dressed up as a mermaid. Shout out Tucker, appreciate you.
Oh, Tucker,
He
man.
did- yeah. The I think it was one of the nights he did. He's like a mermaid. It's hilarious. So
Yeah,
I like
that's
that.
sick. I like that. What's another one I really liked? What? Did you have one?
I'd say the Blue Man Group.
Oh,
absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely blew
Shout
out
out
the
to
water.
that.
Absolutely.
They went
Absolutely blew out the water.
Absolutely.
The
God,
Blue Man
I almost
Group.
forgot.
I did forget.
It's because it's a costume.
And it was short lived.
It was short. I mean, it had to be.
Yeah.
Like when it's that good. Like when you full
Yeah.
send that hard, sometimes you can't sustain that kind of send.
No, not sustainable. But that was a fantastic
amazing.
costume. That
Yeah,
wins.
shout
I
out
think
to
that's top 3.
That might
easily.
be easily.
Maybe in the whole world.
Honestly. No, great costume though.
Yeah, good job.
Thank you for the reminder. Great costume. Huge fan of that one. I had another one in mind that I just lost. Oh, shout out to a close dear friend of ours and honorary, basically a member of the 1328 experience. Nathan and Kean as Napoleon Dynamite and Pedro. Great costume.
Yeah.
Man curled his
They
hair.
really went out.
Looked great. I liked it. Yeah,
I liked Kean's the night before was the
Biggie Smalls.
Yeah, that one was good.
Gosh,
That was
great.
good.
That was absolutely wonderful. Some of the more cliche costumes of the weekend. Not to call anyone out, like this isn't personal, but
Yeah,
some
I
of the
mean,
cliche
I
costumes.
feel like the cliche ones that were like the Angel Devil.
Angel Devil. Not to say that it, like, and this isn't to say like the person or anyone didn't look good in them, but just like
no.
cliche
It's
ideas.
just like, it's just
It's
like,
like Angel Devil.
I've seen that.
Yeah,
Maybe 1,000 times.
I've seen that a couple times.
Couple times before. Angel Devil. I mean, those are like the main ones, honestly. Maybe.
So one that I will say underrated. I did like Captain Underpants, and this is I did
that one. Yeah, that was
underrated.
good. The
Underrated.
cape and
You don't see that
everything.
quite often.
No, I
Underrated.
appreciate it.
Yeah. What else? What other cliche ones do we see?
Space Cowboys.
See, Space Cowboys might be becoming cliched. We did discuss this. It might
I
be.
didn't see Space Cowboys. Oh wait,
It was-
did I see Space Cowboys?
No, you didn't see Space
You probably
Cowboys.
didn't.
But it was this. It was the creatives that brought to us Blue Man Group. Then decided
They
Space
transitioned.
Cowboys. Yeah. No, Space Cowboys were the next thing for them.
Oh, okay.
But
Well,
I mean, I
it's just
respect
like-
the transition.
Like this year
Yeah.
in particular,
Sorry.
Space Cowboy was just everywhere.
See,
oh, okay.
and the crazy, like, yes, I was gonna. Okay, I've had this thought, and I don't want to say it because I still love the idea for obvious reasons, and I support it completely, and I'll probably do it at one point in my life, but I almost think that like, is Joker and Harley getting a little like.
Oh, that's what I was saying with Harley
it
Quinn's
good?
like, every girl's on.
No, I know, I love it though,
Oh.
and she did it extremely well. Like if you full send it, then it's extremely well done.
Yeah.
But like, is it becoming almost cliched? Like in the worst
100p.
way?
It might
I know
just be though because the movies like are so recent. Like
Yeah,
just
I
came out.
guess. Yeah, that's true. And Jared Leto is reprising his role as his Joker, so I mean, I guess it's semi-relevant. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I love it once again. Like, keep doing it, because, I mean, you look great, gals and guys out there. But, yeah, I don't know. It may just be getting cliched, but I loved it. I absolutely love it. Can't express that enough. Me and Miguel were speaking prior to recording that Charlie Jordan, an influencer that we're all fan of in this house, her and her boyfriend dressed as Joker and Harley Quinn, and we were very much so impressed. Good times. Very, very good.
Yeah, they went all out.
Yeah, they did. Any other cliche costumes you don't like? You don't particularly
I'm
like?
not. Yeah, I'm not. I mean, not overall not too critical. I'm more of an effort type of person. Like
Oh,
if
yeah.
someone goes more effort, like
That's fine.
anything they do, I'm like, oh yeah, I appreciate it.
That's very true.
So like, I give some leeway there,
Yeah.
but nothing that comes to mind honestly.
Fair.
Just kind of the basic ones.
Fair.
Yeah.
I like that. So,
Do you have any more?
thing-
Do you have any more Halloween?
Let's see. So another one that's not really necessarily Halloween themed, but like it kind of does fit into the Halloween genre. But it was one that I actually got inspired with from Twitter, because Chance the Rapper, who I for some reason follow on Twitter, and I'm a Chance the Rapper fan, but I don't know why I follow him on Twitter, to be completely honest honest with you.
Yeah.
But he recently went on this little Twitter rant where he was talking about like his irrational fears, particularly like as a child,
Okay.
maybe,
Uh-huh.
and like
Quicksand for me.
he Quicksand was one of his.
Why was I afraid of quicksand?
That's literally what he was saying.
I fucking knew how to get out of it though. A lot of surface area. You gotta make your body this
Yeah.
and just lay still.
Isn't there another?
And,
Oh
like,
wait,
I think there's like that's one of the ways.
Yeah.
That's one of the ways.
is one of the ones still like you're saying like stillness?
Still and like take up as much like area as you can.
Were you a kid when you researched how to do that?
Yeah. I was deep into oh my gosh, me as a kid. Just going.
Now the funny thing is like when did you ever think you were going to like
Yeah, I don't
where
know.
is Quicksand?
I was an adventurous kid, so I was like, maybe when I'm running through the forest one time, going on a hike, but
That's honestly right up your alley.
maybe I'm gonna run into some quicksand, and if I'm by myself, I don't want to die. I got no.
Maybe that's not that irrational of a fear for him. Like honestly, like that might honestly.
Yeah, it might. Yeah, but I mean, so far it's been pretty rational.
Yeah, 'cause
I've never even come close.
I was gonna say I don't know where you think Quicksand is found.
Maybe I have come close and I just got out lucky. But
Production manager, would you mind doing a quick search on where Quicksand
is located.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it? I don't. It's
Is
not
that
everywhere.
No, it can't be everywhere.
No,
Like, that's not a natural.
Does every continent have quicksand? I'm not sure.
Probably not. It's probably a very much so a regional.
Like
thing.
I'm thinking Australia has a shit ton of quicksand.
Maybe like in the outback or anything.
Yeah, anyway.
But when I think quicksand, I honestly think
Maybe
more
like
like
jungle,
rainforest and
Amazon.
jungle. Yeah, I think like that. I don't even think like desert. The only quicksand that I think is in the desert is I think of like
No,
Star
I wasn't
Wars.
thinking. Yeah.
In the Star Wars,
Yeah.
there's like quicksand in the desert, but
True.
that's not real life.
So-
Oh wait, Star Wars. It's not real life. Are you shitting me?
I used. No, I'm kidding. Okay.
Okay, sorry.
So I just did a quick search about quicksand in the U.S. and the main hotspot is actually Southern California.
Oh my god!
In-
Maybe it wasn't so. Oh my god! Maybe it wasn't.
In or along
Definitely.
creeks and rivers,
What the?
where groundwater is close to coming up to the surface, and it has been encountered very frequently near Santa Ana River. You know
Okay.
where that is?
Yeah, that is.
I mean, I'm like, I know, like, semi-familiar. I've probably never particularly been there, but I know where Santa Ana is.
And this
so.
one particular picture is just like kind of scary because it's like a whole horse and like
Holy-
Oh my god.
up to its neck in quicksand.
Oh.
That's scary.
You're like, my irrational fear's back.
Now I gotta go Google it.
That's crazy. In my own home. They've invaded my own home.
They. The sand.
They as in
The little
the quicksand. That's crazy as fuck.
But it's not like as as scary as it like looks in movies and stuff.
Yeah, of course not. Because it doesn't move that quick.
It says here, studies have found it is impossible to be completely submerged in quicksand because humans are less dense than the quicksand.
What?
And a person would only sink to their chest before they begin to float out.
Oh, okay, gotcha. But the whole horse can get down there. Yeah.
Well, it was up to his chest, so
Not just yeah.
maybe horses are less dense than.
That might be. We're gonna have to bring a
Wait,
scientist.
more
in.
dense.
We're gonna have to bring a scientist.
More
in.
dense.
More dense.
More dense.
That might be the next guest, a scientist on
Let's get a
quicksand.
sign. Dude, something I was thinking about having on the pod. I think everyone at USD is taking astronomy 1 and 2. I don't know. Have you? Yeah. But that guy
Joel?
He loves astronomy.
Oh my god. if
That
you
guy loves
No, Joel has
astronomy.
a passion
What
for this.
a crazy
I'm
energy.
sure his daughter's name is like Nebula, isn't it?
I don't know. I took it a couple years ago. But that guy, that's the type of energy that would be pretty fun to have.
No, I think he'd be great.
So
Great
quick side.
Maybe
Maybe we get him
maybe we
on.
shall.
We can. There's a few South Dakota professors or staff that
Yeah.
would be pretty fun to have on.
Then there's also Todd Radigan, who I want on this podcast.
Yes,
immediately.
yes. If someone could hook that up, make that happen, maybe we just Twitter DM.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I hope he hears this, and if anyone wants to do the honors of tweeting at him for us, and
Yes.
or on our behalf, and just say like, at Todd Radigan, the 1328 podcast wants you featured immediately. I want him to
Next
also
week.
know like that if he listens to this, that I think he's the king of the million, and I don't often appreciate very many people's tweets, but that man's tweets, honestly,
Love 'em.
you often make my day.
Yeah, that guy is hilarious.
That man is hilarious. I just want to speak to you. I just want to be within your presence, and I want you to sit here and just like speak to me about like the things that go through your head.